Amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. 40. Boot, watch the boot. Let's go, Mexico. 11Z. Hey, orbit.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Grant. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
40, 29, Alpha, check, 47. Yo, Bandit. Hey, you don't want to see me. You know, regular.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, 53. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, come on now.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Howard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
47 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Alert. Hey, check it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady looking downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl NFL seasons. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running with Kamara. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
He was brought down by Shaquille. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers, 37-yard
General
line.
West. Check 45 the mic. Here we go, G. Check. Fresno. Monday. Crunch. 12. Undercrunch. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck escaping the pressure right. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I can't believe it. Hey, Alabama. Watch out.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Bucs take over 1st
Let's go,
and 10
boys. Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah.
And now look at him go. 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Grant. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Watch the safety creep. Check.
On 2nd down and 4. Luck. Incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
45. Let's go, heavy.
From the gun, here's Luck.
Give me some.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait 20. Mike, 47. Okay, double up. Both sets.
Here's Brady. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first, as he can only make it to the 11th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Harris now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Here's Luck. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, Haywood!
Play action. It's locked. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Alert! Hey, exit. 47. Check, 47. Oh, you got deep? No,
on play action, now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. They'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's... going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 29-yard line.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, I need one over here. Alert.
They run with Howard. Shreds the tackle. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Rush in, rush in, rush 11.
On first down, it's Locke. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 45, 45. 12. 11Z. Hey, high 7. Check.
On fourth down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
45.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jabal Sheard, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Got a man. It's Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Bravo.
Off of play action. Locke. And Thomas has it. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They will run with Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Wait, that 53! Check right 47. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. He's checking.
Running with Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, 66.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's first and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and
3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
at their 48-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Kill. Check motion. Regular. Slam. 72.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Wait, 53. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Motion. Go bandit. Check Mike 47. I'm trying to collect. Sugar.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati, and that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. On 1st down, it's Grant. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They go back to Grant. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Grant. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, 44 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win? My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my bed. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Never try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. Oh, my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.